I've been trying to figure out how to make videos of some of the stuff I'm going to show you because there's just a lot here. So I think I want to break it up a little bit. This will be my first video, which I think is a pretty cool one. It's going to be Len Hutton focused. So Hutton, one of the greatest batsmen of all time. And early in his career, this was, I think, within a year of him starting his Test career, he went out and had one of the greatest innings of all time. At the time, it was a record, still one of the top scorers of all time. But this was England against Australia in 1938, and Hutton put up a massive score of 364. And, this Australian team was no slouch. There were a lot of great bowlers on this team, and it didn't matter. Hutton came out and just put on a dominant performance. And one of the most memorable matches of all time, or memorable performances in a Test match of all time, and in the Ashes no less. So also cool. Again, this is a scorecard from 1938. So this was issued at the ground, and you can see at the bottom, official scorecards are not sold outside the ground. So this would have been purchased at the ground, I guess during this match, or maybe at the end of the match. You'll see that some of these scorecards have handwritten updates in it. This one is after the match was over. England won by an innings and 579 runs. So also an amazing team performance here. You see there were multiple 150 plus scores, and the Australian team did not really do great here. Bradman, you can see, was absent and hurt, and the story I've heard is that the Australian team was kind of just demoralized without Bradman, and facing this squad, they just did not show up to play, and England just absolutely demolished them. So anything else to say there? Yeah, at the time it was a world record team score for England, 903 runs, and they only had 7 outs before they declared, and then Australia lost, even though England didn't even need a second innings. So staying on Hutton, which will be what this video is about, I'll keep it kind of short, but I also picked up a signed, this is one of his rookie cards from 1938, which I just think this is a lovely card. Great image of him early in his career, probably around the time that this match happened, maybe a little bit before. And this was an item that I did not have. It looks like a postcard, but it's actually kind of like a trade card. Schlesinger issued this, and it says at the top 1956. I'm assuming that this card was from 1956. I don't know a lot about this. I hadn't seen it before, but it is signed by Hutton. It's just one I hadn't come across before, so thought I would pick that up. I want to say this was probably right at the end of his Test career. He did play for a long time. I think he played until he was 39 or 40. And then here are some team postcards. So here you'll see Hutton early in his career. That's 1936. This one is actually 1935. So this is the earliest item I have of Hutton. His earliest cards are 1938. He had a magazine insert from 1937. And then these postcards are my 2 earliest Hutton items, which again are 1935 and 36. These also feature some other great players. I love collecting Sutcliffe. You see him in these as well. And then here's some earlier ones from 31. Here's Sutcliffe again. And then here is 1938, which would have been, the same year that the same year that Hutton had that amazing performance. So there's him. Here's Sutcliffe. You've got Headley Verdi. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. Some really cool history, and I've got a lot of really neat stuff here in this pile. So again, I've just been trying to figure out how to make videos out of this. I will just kind of preview this, which was really cool, handwritten letter from Jack Hobbs. I've never actually had the opportunity to own a Jack Hobbs signature where he wrote his full name. Usually he writes JB, and this one's from 1959. But I just think it's pretty cool to be able to get a piece of history like this from Hobbs's own hand. And then, yeah, some amazing scorecards in here. And I did a short, I think, on these early C.B. Fry innings. C.B. Fry's second of 2 centuries. And this one is actually C.B. Fry's last match and his 3rd highest test score, 79. In his final innings, he had one of his best ever test innings. So there's 2, but I've got a whole pile here. Got some Bradman double centuries. Got some really amazing scorecards of Hobbs's highest score. I've got some different really cool backs to these that are pretty interesting. So I think I'll probably make another video that just covers these remaining scorecards. And that will probably be a long one, but I think there's a lot of really interesting history there. So thanks for watching.